You spend a lot of time on your phone.
Yeah.
How much time do you reckon you spend on Tinder or whatever?
Not much.
Lies.
No, I
You were
don't.
saying, Lou, last night that you were going to buy it. Did you end up buying it?
No, but I've got your credit card details there, so.
Oh, was that my credit card you sent me?
Yeah, did you not notice
Fuck, I
that?
thought it was yours.
No. That's why I was like, I'll put it on this one, and you're like, no reply.
So I was sitting in bed last night and Zach sent me a message because he was on Tinder and he's here.
Filming?
Yeah. It is filming, Claire. and so Zach was in bed on Tinder and he's in Newcastle at the moment, having a great time trying to find love and you found a girl. What was her name?
Oh, fuck, I don't know, but not a bad sort.
No, I don't know what her name was, but anyway, Zach was very excited and he decided to super like her, but he couldn't super like her because his super like's already been used.
Thanks to you.
Thanks to me.
Yeah, you
so you
dog.
had to go on there and buy Tinder. How much did it cost? $41 a month? Zach spent $41.
For the special one, because you got the good one, and then you got the really good one.
So what did you buy?
None of them, because you didn't give me approval of your credit card.
Bullshit.
You didn't.
I can't believe you used my credit card.
Why would I not use your credit
You
card?
fucking turd. Because I didn't know why you sent me a photo of your credit card, but it turns out it was mine. Welcome to the Butterfield Effect. My name is Isaac Butterfield. This is my tour manager and assistant, Zachariah.
I made you.
What's your last name?
We'll just go by Zac Wild.
Zac Wild. Yeah. All right, that's his stage name. It's good to have you on the show, mate. You've been pestering me for a year to be on the show.
I don't even want to be here. I'm nervous.
You flew down under your own money to be here. What do you mean you don't want to be
I
here?
charge that on your credit card.
Yeah, well, apparently
That's where I got it from.
I thought you'd delete those credit card details. So tell me, mate, what's going on in your life? How are you?
Oh, mate, just keeping busy, you know.
I don't know that.
Starting off the new year. I'm getting there, you know.
Yeah.
I've got to have a few beers, you know. As I said, I'm a bit nervous.
You said you were nervous, and you said to Connor last night that you've been prepping for this with a lot of questions and a lot of topics. Let's bring them out. Let's bring out the topics.
Well, as I said, you know, like, do you get nervous doing these things? Like, you know, you meet a lot of your heroes and stuff, like.
Yeah, well, how do you feel meeting your hero?
Well, fuck, you took my line, you dog.
Because I'm too quick for you.
Damn it.
You fucking slowpoke.
Oh, well, you know.
That's
why you're the comedian, I'm not.
No, you're correct. So tell me, how do you feel coming into this? In front of the cameras and the lights? You're not used to it.
Nah, I'm very
You started in a few videos, though. You've been in some Frenchie videos. You've been in some of mine. Some of Josh's.
Yeah, as a stunt double there.
Yep.
Yeah, a few stunt doubles. Really getting into that sort of line of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Are you going to bring the questions out? Fuck, you're hammering that beer. Are you that scared?
Yeah. What do we got?
All right. So
Well, you've already took the first joke, you fucking dog. Just fucking around.
what's the first one?
I was like, how do you feel meeting me?
Very.
Me being your hero.
It's great to be back. Next question.
It's not really questions, mate. It's just a bit of a guideline. Where are we going with it? You know.
Yeah, what? What have you written down? Read
I
it.
don't know.
What are you deleting?
Oh, what we've already said.
What? Fuck, you suck at this. Just read it out.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying like how we met John Wayne Parr yesterday and that.
Yeah, that
and
was cool.
We just been to the gym and yeah, John's pretty hectic.
John said that he met you at Coolangatta Airport on the Gold Coast and he didn't expect to see you there.
No.
And he didn't know who you were.
Dude, he was shitting bricks.
Yeah, he was like, who the fuck is this dude?
Well, he thought I was a fan coming up to me and he's like, up to him and he's like, what the hell? Like,
He said you were
freaking
really
out.
in his face and you were heaps like aggressive and like you were trying to crack jokes. And he's like, who the fuck is this dude? He thought he was meeting you in Newcastle Airport.
Yeah.
But you've just like terrified him and in Coolangatta.
Yeah.
And he said you were at Hungry Jack's, you were spending all your cash there, you had my credit card details at Hungry Jack's.
Yeah. New brand deal, you know, Hungry Jack's.
And we've spent a lot of time on the road together. We've travelled the world. And we've seen a lot of things. I've seen you doing a lot of things. Seen you naked too many times.
Oh, that's vice versa. I think you were the first one I seen. Like you, I seen you first.
I chased you naked.
Yeah, too many times. It was fucked.
I was saying, where were we? We were in...
The hairy dragon just coming through.
Yeah, there's a bit of a dragon. We were in a really nice hotel in Melbourne and Zac yelled to me I was getting out of the bathroom, and he said, "Oh, come and have a look at the skyline at night time." And I was like, "Oh, wow, beautiful. I'll come and have a look." And I walked out, and Zac was bent over the windowsill, spreading his ass cheeks. And that was interesting. So yeah. So I don't.
Do we have a photo?
Do we have a photo of that?
I don't think we do.
Well, his asshole looks a lot like his face, so we'll just use that. And I mean, like that's because you're basically my employee. That's an interesting thing to do to your boss. Elaborate.
Well, I feel like we're pretty good mates, so it's like Mad Mondays.
Oh, it's not. It was a fucking. Okay, so why did you want to come onto the show so much?
I didn't want to come on. You forced me on here. Someone pulled out, and then I just get filled in the spot. And you put me on the spot.
Put me on the spit.
Put you on the spit in a minute.
Yeah.
All right. What's your next one?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Cut.
There's no cuts. And why are we on this lounge?
I don't know, something different. Oh yeah, as you were saying, like we travelled around all over the world and stuff like that. And obviously we met the guy that kickstarted your career in Manchester.
Oh yeah. Well, I haven't told anyone that story. While we were in Manchester, we did a great show at the what's it called there? The comedy store in Manchester. We're there. It was a really cool room, and underneath like a train station too. So you hear the trains when you're doing your set. You hear the trains going over and shit. But it was a really good set. And after the show, because I'm an amazing human being, I meet everyone after the show, and everyone came over and we were talking. And then this one dude came over to me and he said, "Do you remember this voice?" I was like, "Where the fuck is this going?" And he goes, "Here's 10 things that." How does it go?
Here are 10 reasons why you shouldn't go to Australia.
10 things you need to know about Australia, or whatever the video was. And he was the guy who did the voiceover for the first ever video that I reacted to that went viral. And that video got like 5 million views on YouTube and 10 million views on Facebook. And he was the guy who did the voiceover. And he contacted me after it went, because his friends were making fun of him and shit for doing such a ridiculous video. And he said that there's the group that made it was just this Russian group, and he just gets sent the script and then has to make it from that.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to meet him. Really, really strange to meet him. I mean, he was a really nice guy.
I think we have a photo of him as well.
Yeah, we have a photo with him, which was really cool.
Yeah.
To meet that, and after all that was going on, like it was a very strange affair.
What else did we do? We went to Amsterdam. Amsterdam was pretty wild.
I tried to get you to sleep with a
We've
prostitute.
seen a few lovely ladies, yeah.
I offered,
As again, you don't do that in front of your employee.
Why not though? I was offering you free sex, and you wouldn't take it.
You were giving it to me, were you?
No, I was gonna, and I've never been offered cocaine so much in my life. That was ridiculous. You walk along the streets like cocaine.
Yeah. Man, Amsterdam's wild. We've got to go back there for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
I'm sure we will. Yeah. What else would you like to talk about?
Dude, I don't like this. Why are you not leading it?
Because you bring all the answers and the questions. And
Oh,
shit.
yeah, but I thought you were going to lead the fucking podcast, and then I've got to be the one that really...
What's going on in your life at the moment?
Dude, I literally just work. Like, my whole life revolves around work, and I love it. It's the best job in the world, As you know, for yourself, you get to work with me, booking all the shows, travelling around everywhere.
How's the love life?
The love life, terrible.
I know I've tried. I've introduced you to so many girls on the road.
Dude, I'm shy. I'm a shy guy. I might not come across as shy,
It's like, what else do I need to do to find you love?
I don't know.
I don't.
Go.
What?
Go.
Here we go.
Connor. Isaac needs a beer.
Oh, you want a beer?
No, I'm fine. Yeah, it's crazy that you're so shy around women.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Like, when I was younger, I used to be like, I don't know, I used to be a lot more not shy, I guess. And then, I don't know, I just lost all my confidence.
Yeah, well, I get it. I understand where you're coming from, but you've been on stage. Will you ever come on stage and do a set? Do you think?
I don't think so, no.
Fuck, I mean, you're not really elaborating on these answers. What else have you got in your questions then? What else have you got?
Oh, like I'd like to get on stage, but I just don't think I have the balls for it, man. It's fucking scary.
No, it's not.
You try and get me to back announce all the time, and like even that's scary.
Because you fucked it up. When we were in
Adelaide.
in Adelaide, one of the worst things you can do as a comic is when you're in a certain city or wherever, and
I come out.
And you come in. So let me fucking finish. You want me to film? You want me to lead? I'll lead. And the worst thing you can do is come out to one city and say you're going to Canberra and you say, "G'day, Sydney," or whatever. That's like the biggest, most offensive thing you can sort of do in that situation. And Zac comes out, he's about to announce me, we're doing the worst gig that he's ever booked.
Yep.
It was in Adelaide on a fucking balcony on like a 40-degree day. It was fucking hot as. It was still the middle of, like, it was
Two shows a night, and we're doing 60 people each
60
show.
It was terrible.
At the Fringe Festival, and it was fucking hot.
So hot.
Dude,
it's still
sucks.
daylight. The cars are driving, the peak hours right
And
next
there's a
to it.
tram there, and the tram like broke down. And it's just going ding, 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 ding.
So I said, "Zac, you got to back announce it." So he walks out there and he goes, "We're in Adelaide."
Yeah, and I come out and I'm like, "G'day Perth, how we all going?" And the crowd just said fucking nothing.
It's just like.
And then poor Isaac had to follow it, and he just like no one gave him anything the whole show.
It was hard. It was hard work.
Lucky the second show was better.
Second show was fine. And this is the first time, well, not even the first time, it was like one of the first times I actually did that show that year. So it was like, it was a bit crushing, to be honest. But I mean, you get used to that type of stuff and you learn from it. And I think you could do stand-up. I don't think you could write your own jokes. So you have a good timing. You're not that funny.
See, I think if I had like a solid 5 or 10 or something like that, and I practice and practice and practice, I guess I'd be...
You could have a solid...
I know when I get into a mode that I could do, like, I'd be fully confident in it. And I guess that's like with yourself as well. Like, once you do it so many times, like you've said this before, how you know the jokes work, and like some places you'll absolutely kill it, and then other places it'll just be like a flat show, and you're like, it's not the jokes. Like, sometimes it can be the crowd and that as well.
It is, and sometimes it's one person in the crowd, sometimes it's a couple of people, sometimes there's a whole mix that fuck up the show, and you know, sometimes like we're lucky, like the show we did at the Enmore, like they were just on. You know, the one in Perth, they were
that
on.
was sick.
You know, the Newcastle show, they were fucking on. These big crowds, which was really lucky, because those are the ones that I put a lot of pressure on myself, and thankfully they sort of just, you know, it's like the grand final or whatever. They came off, and it was very good. But sometimes it just doesn't come off. It's like any day at work. You know, sometimes you just have a shit day at work. You don't get it done for whatever reason, and that's fine. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Do I have any questions for you? Surely you got some good questions in there. Come on, mate.
No, I don't. Like, that's the thing. Like, I was just going to come in here and just fucking go for it, but I didn't want there to be white noise, so I needed something to fall back on.
That's okay. This is
my first podcast, mate. I'm a full amateur, you know. Like,
what? You're a what?
Amateur.
Amateur.
Is that not how you say it?
No, it's amateur. Amateur.
Amateur.
Amateur
should know
POV.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know how to spell it.
You're a bit of a porn lover.
Oh, mate. I don't have a premium account though.
Yes, you do.
I did. They had a free trial. So I don't know if you guys know, but every Halloween, every Christmas, every Easter, you get a week free trial. I definitely jumped on that bandwagon there for a bit.
Is it worth it?
Oh, man, I didn't even fucking use it.
I think if you're going to pay that much for Pornhub, you need to like take a week off work and just like sit at home and just.
But how much
lather
is
up.
a subscription?
Connor? I don't know, what is it, $10 a week or something like that?
Oh, so it's like a
week
Netflix
or a
sort
month?
of... What? A week?
No, it's got to be a month.
I'll Google it, hang on.
Yeah, Connor's going to Google it.
The thing is, though, like, I guess Pornhub's like YouTube, I guess, but everyone else is advertising their own websites as well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a good way to do it. Like Johnny Sins is doing that.
Johnny Sins is the man.
He is the man.
He's a crowd favourite at all the shows, yeah.
I can't believe how many times I've referenced Johnny Sins and people are like, ha, Johnny Sins.
$8 a month.
$8 a month. That's not bad.
Is that USD?
Doesn't say.
Nah, it'd be AUD.
You reckon?
Maybe.
Might be Bart.
Bart. John McBar was talking about Barts the other night.
Yeah.
What was your worst, where was the worst place we toured last year?
Oh, shit. What did we do? We done like 80 shows, though.
I know. 6 countries.
Was it 6?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I reckon New Zealand.
I didn't want to say that, but
It
yeah.
sucked.
But then again, them Adelaide shows were rough because of the Fucking
I thought the Adelaide shows were all right.
No, but it was only because of the venue, like the room that we were doing and that.
What was wrong with that? You booked me again for that at the end of the year.
No, at the Gov.
Oh, at the balcony, yeah, right. At the start of the year. The Gov was shit.
Yeah.
It was a terrible
But
venue.
the room downstairs, the main room, was great.
Yeah, but you didn't book me there. You booked me on a fucking balcony in the summer heat.
Yeah, well, we can blame some other people in the office for that, but I'll take the blame just for the podcast,
Marvellous. What else you got?
3 beers in. You've touched this one before.
Still on me too, are we?
You've touched base on this one before, but I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Ryan's on there.
Yeah, Ryan, he's on there, our friend of the show, Ryan.
I can't believe he's still in there. You reckon
And
he's going to take it out?
He's hooking up with the British chick from Geordie Shore, Charlotte, yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
I don't know.
She's not very good.
No.
She's not good at all. Yeah, he's had a few flings with some blondes. I don't know if we can talk about that, but...
I don't know if we're allowed to either, because it's there's definitely been a lot of speculation with a few
There
women
has.
in the past. And
What a weird world he is in. That he just goes out on these reality TV shows, hooks up with chicks on live TV and shit. It's just like, fuck, dude.
yeah, fucking, that's wild.
What's wrong? It's wild.
It is.
When was the last time you had sex?
Oh, mate. Don't even know.
You don't even know. Because you're not an ugly guy. You're not attractive.
Oh,
I've seen you in precarious positions. Not only the one in Melbourne where you had your ass spread at me, but like when we were in London and you came home blind after you failed to pick up this one chick that we had been tuning for you the entire night, and you came back with a packet of Doritos and a packet of ham. And combined, it was like slab of ham, couple of Doritos, handful, crush them together, another slab of ham, rolled it into some sort of
I don't remember
dirty
this, so it didn't
Sainsbury's
happen.
burrito and just made love to it with your mouth. It was absolutely filthy. I was half asleep and I woke up to see this monster gorging himself on ham and Doritos.
yeah.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Not bad. But, then the next day I wake up and, as I do, straight away, do a poo, start off the day.
Yeah, it's not natural, man.
Why? Why is it not natural?
Because the first thing you do in the morning shouldn't be to just immediately shit violently.
You know what you should do, though?
What?
Is have a shower in the morning, which you don't actually do.
No, well, there's no need to shower in the morning if you've
think
already
you do.
showered that night.
I think that's disgusting.
No, well, I've been in bed.
Nah, it's just not right.
I like showering in the morning if I've got things to do. Like this morning, I had a podcast, so I got in the shower to wake up, right? Mm. But if I'm just like chilling
Yeah, but you're meeting people all day.
all day, I had a podcast with my dad this morning. He knows I smell. But I don't think you need to do it. I really don't.
I think, I don't know, I tried to do a bit of a poll on this on Instagram, and
Yeah, but
I was surprised
no one
about the amount
follows
of
you.
people at the red bearded lesbian.
You know, I just beat please.
Yeah. Kind of pop that up with index.
I think you've got an offensive Instagram handle.
Why?
At the red bearded lesbian.
Oh, I think it's great.
I think it's offensive. I think you should change it.
Well, people
I think you should
say
get into acting and call the red bearded thespian.
what's thespian?
Thespian's like an actor.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't know what that is.
Yep. You are from Longreach. You're from Longreach, middle of Queensland. Yeah. Used to drive 3 hours to get KFC and 3 hours home. 4 hours to KFC, the legitimate story. He'd drive 4 hours just to get KFC and then 4 hours home.
That's what we've done. My mate Blair, he had a Mitsubishi Lancer. So, everyone thought Blair was a fucking sick cunt.
Yeah.
And it had the exhaust and stuff like that. And you'd ring up Blair and like, we're going down to Emerald, mate. And all the boys would jump in the car, off to KFC, let everyone know, bring up a bit of KFC back for the town. And
Back for the town! For the entire town.
yeah,
Fucking hell.
fed the whole town.
But wouldn't it be cold?
Yeah, but
You can't reheat chips.
yeah, but you can with chicken.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be soggy?
Oh, who gives a shit? When that's the best of what you can get, that's all you
Fair.
can get, mate.
Yeah. I find that people from Longreach are the only people that I know that spell get, G-I-T. Git. Git.
Get fucked.
And how's your grandma going?
Yeah, she's all right. You've met her a few times.
She's a lovely lady.
Yeah, she's a bit of a wild one.
She unfortunately
a character.
Beautiful, beautiful, really nice lady. Bit of a pot smoker. Just a bit. And lovely, lovely person. I always enjoy catching up with her. She gives a big cuddle and all that type of stuff. And last time that I saw her was in Townsville, and she'd been doing it tough. Bit of an issue with depression there. And I went to say goodbye, and she came up to me, and I gave her a hug, and I said, I'll see you next year when I come up. And she said, no, you won't, because I'm thinking about killing myself. And I was just like, oh, this is the middle of the day.
Yeah, this is the second time you've met her as
Second
well.
time, and she looks at me full seriously. And I was just like, and I said to Zac, I said, aren't we going to do something about that? She goes, nah, and would you do? Nah, she's had a good life.
She'll be right, it's time for her to go.
This poor woman.
Can I grab another beer, mate? Sure. Cameraman? What have we got here?
I feel like one day you'll find love.
Oh, 100%, but I just don't give a fuck because...
No, you do care, because I see you
I
talk to these
do,
girls,
but
and
like...
you get so anxious and you freak out.
Yeah, but fuck. Why do you keep bringing this up on camera, man?
Because I want to talk about it. I feel like I need to be involved in you finding a mate.
Look, I'm going to be honest, you've been a bit of a good wingman,
I've been
especially
a great
towards...
wingman.
Especially towards the end of the tour.
Yeah, you picked up a couple of girls.
Yeah.
And what did I say to these girls? I said, Zac.
Oh, I've even got that in the notes.
This is the best pickup line I came up for Zac. I used to say to these girls who we were talking to, I'd say, Zac actually won the Best Kisser award at high school and primary school. And then it's a bit weird when you say it like that, but that would get these girls moister than an oyster, all right? And they were keen on young Zachary.
Hey, and they fully believed it. I couldn't believe it.
It just seems a weird thing to say he was the best kisser in primary school. Obviously went to a Catholic high school. But yeah, no, I think you will find love.
Yeah.
What do you look for in a woman?
Look,
If there's any potential women out there watching this now that are under 100 kilos, what would you say to them?
oh, that's a good start. Oh, mate. Look, I'm a nice guy.
Look down the barrel of your camera right there and you tell them. This is Zac Wild.
Have you seen them dating videos like back from the 80s?
This
and
is
shit
what I'm
like that?
saying. This is your dating
And like
video.
they're sitting there, it's like full VCR days and stuff, and it's like a real weird background. Just
like a
weird.
green lounge and fucking red.
It's literally this colour as a background and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And they're like, hey, my name's Zac and I like long walks along the beach. Not me though, it's too sandy. No, I don't know, just someone that's fun, you know, that gets along with all the boys.
You don't want her to get along with the boys too much.
Too much, no.
No.
I don't know. I don't want to say I'm traditional, but, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
What do you want? What's your perfect look?
Do we have to say that?
Yes.
No.
I thought that this could be a perfect opportunity. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't just invite you here for no reason. That's why I thought that we would do the first ever episode of Dating with Butterfield. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome to the couch my good friend Chanique. Chanique, please join me over here. How are you, dear? Lovely to see you. What's going on?
Nice to see you too. How are you?
This is Zac Wild.
Hello. How are you?
Good yourself, Zac.
Good. What's going on?
Please
Not
take a
much.
seat. Take a seat right next to Zac.
Oh, thank you.
Take a seat. Zac here is a very good friend of mine, and
fucked. Good yourself.
What's going on?
Just been roped in.
roped
Yeah.
into what?
Roped into doing these weird podcasts with Butterfield.
Okay, so
Don't be nervous. It's okay.
I wish you know what we should have done? We should have put a blood pressure monitor on you at the moment. Your heart rate would be through the
Oh, no, I'm
roof.
fine. I just need another beer.
We'll get you a beer, okay? You just calm down. So the way this is a dating show, the way it's going to work is I'm going to ask you a question. I'd love you to answer it in under a minute, and then I'm going to ask Zac a very similar question. So are we ready to do that?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. The show where I ask a question to our lovely contestant, she answers it, and then I ask another question to our not so lovely contestant. So, ladies and gentlemen, Chanique, would you like to introduce yourself to everybody? Which camera is Chanique looking at? This one here. Introduce yourself. Give us your Instagram handle so everyone can go and follow you as well.
Hi guys, I'm Chanique. originally from South Africa, moved here when I was 12. Outdoorsy kind of person. Like to dress up every now and then. And Instagram is Chanique G.
What do you do with yourself?
Personal trainer.
Yeah. And what's your background? You've done some modelling and all that type of business?
Yeah, modelling. Still continue to try and
To do the models?
a little bit here and
And you
there.
were on Australia's Next Top Model?
Yes, I was some years ago.
Interesting. Zach, how does that make you feel?
Doing your research.
Yeah, I know it all. Okay, question number one.
Oh, here we
Yes.
go.
Legs for days too.
Given the... Oh, jeez, okay. Don't do that. Zach's going to fucking explode. Given the opportunity to have anyone over for dinner, who would it be?
Ooh, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Why is
Kevin
that?
Hart cracked me up.
Yeah, he's a very funny
Yeah,
guy.
but at the same time, he's so motivating. At the same time, I think it would be a very interesting dinner.
Interesting answer. Zach, have you ever paid for sex?
Honest answers?
Honest answers?
The fact that you have to think about it.
I've been to Bali, let's just say that.
I believe you told me it was in America as well.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Who was she?
I don't know.
And why did you refuse a prostitute in Amsterdam when I offered to pay for it?
Good question.
Who did you have sex with in Bali?
Oh, I don't know.
How much did you pay?
$50.
What about America? How much was it in America?
Oh, too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
What? She was an African American woman?
Yep.
Yep. What was her name?
Oh, I don't know, mate.
Wasn't Chanique as well, was it?
Chanique. Twist.
Great answer.
Add the qua.
Great answer.
Why am I getting fully stitched up here?
Chanique, what song did you last sing to yourself?
Gangster's Paradise.
Gangster's Paradise. Interesting answer.
Yep.
Zach, when did you last masturbate?
Oh, this morning.
Have you still got that Pornhub premium account?
No.
Why did you get rid of that? Because you did have that for a while.
No, it's the free edition, mate.
What do you mean a free
The
edition?
free week.
Why did you have a free week?
You know.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
It's a free trial.
Exactly. See, she knows.
Jesus Christ.
I'm guessing.
Christmas break.
Chanique, what do you look for in a relationship?
My opinion about any kind of relationship, whether it be romantic, friendship, whatever, is built on 3 fundamental building blocks: love, trust, and communication. As long as it's got that, it won't fail.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful answer. Zach, how long after death would you still have sex with a woman?
Not.
Are we talking 10 minutes, 1 minute, an hour, 3 weeks?
Oh, fuck off.
Because there was this one dude who'd killed a lady, right? And he bought heaps of perfume because the body was rotting away, and he put a tube inside her so he could still have sex with her. And the coppers got him because he was buying so much perfume, and they were freaking out. They're like, why is this dude buying so much perfume? They went and found the corpse of a woman. Is that something you'd do?
No, mate, no.
So what's the answer? How long after death?
0.
So you've got to be straight in there, nice and warm.
Yep,
Okay,
yep,
good
yep.
answer.
Still moist.
Shit.
Chanique, what matters more, personality or looks?
Personality.
Okay,
100%.
interesting answer. Zach, have you ever sold drugs?
No.
Okay, Zach's lawyers are here. Chanique, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Fighting contract, fighting champion.
Fighting contract. Oh, that's right. You're an MMA fighter as well.
Yes, I am.
Oh. Zach,
Passionate about it.
are you scared now?
I'm terrified. And she's super confident as well.
It's like the opposite of you. Can fight, confident.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a foot. Complete opposite of you.
Where did you find her?
Zach, how long is your penis?
Oh, it's been a while since I measured. Anyone got a ruler around?
Use the lolly snake.
Measure by lolly.
Brought to you by Oh, there we go. Right there. Delicious. And I'd eat
Exact
this, but I'm on
replica.
keto. Okay. Chanique,
Yes.
what's your dream date?
Anything outdoors. Anything outdoors. I don't care what it is.
Well, Zach
As long
doesn't
as it's
venture outdoors, so that's out of the question. Zach, what matters more, tits or ass? And tell me why in 50 words or less. Connor's
50
counting.
words or less?
Yep.
I'm all
Pressure's
about
on.
the booty.
The pootie. The booty.
Pootie.
The middle bit between the pussy and the ass.
That's called the gooch. Get it right.
I know what the gooch is.
Explain what that is exactly.
The gooch?
No,
Yeah,
the
what's the
pootie.
gooch?
Oh, that was just a beer talking. Like I was meant to say booty, but like I burped and it said pooty.
Dead. Chanique, how long was your longest relationship?
7 years.
7 years.
Shit.
Zach, when was the last time you had sex?
I don't know, mate. A year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah.
Jeez, I tell you what, with all these fires going on, you'd go off like a fire hydrant. You'd fit right in, wouldn't you? Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. Chanique, what's the first thing you do in the morning?
Brush my teeth.
Very nice answer. Zach, what's the first thing you do in the morning?
Have a shower.
Lies. What is the first thing you do in the morning? As someone who's spent many nights with you in separate beds, what is the first thing you do when you wake up?
Go to the toilet.
Yep. Do you stand or sit?
Well, depends what you're doing.
Zach, you poo every morning. That's the first thing you do. A violent diarrhea shit. That's fucked up, man.
But is it?
Yes,
No,
it
it's not.
definitely is. You need to go and see a doctor. You are deathly ill.
I
You
didn't know this
filthy
was like-
pig. You pig.
Did you have a shower?
Yeah, I did. Shanique, what's your dream date?
God, skydiving. Let's go for
Skydiving.
that, yes.
Wow, Zach, would you ever do skydiving?
Yeah, if I had to.
Really? Zach. Oh, what else have we got? I'm out of questions. This is fantastic.
This is great.
Okay, now we've learned a lot about each other in the past few minutes. Chanique, if you had to rate Zach's answering of his questions, let's go for honesty first. How honest do you think he was out of 10?
Ooh, let's go 9.
A 9.
Yeah, let's go 9.
Very nice. Very nice.
How many questions was there?
There was about 7. 7 questions.
nice.
Would you like any
That's my
more?
lucky number too.
Oh, well. Zach, let's ask a question here. Let's see what you can remember. What country was Chanique born in?
South Africa.
Ah, how old was she when she moved here?
I don't think she said that.
Yes, she
Yes,
did.
I did.
Oh, don't remember.
So you
Dun,
don't even
dun.
listen to your
Dun,
prospective date that I've set up. I've spent my heart. Don't, Claire, do not give him signals. Goodness me. 12?
Yes, correct.
I
You
listen.
listened.
I'm a good interviewer. All right. What sport does Chanique currently train in?
MMA.
Correct. Well done.
Stop doing things over there.
We're going to go to the audience now. There's 2 people in the audience, and we're going to have a question for each person.
Ooh.
Claire, have you got a question for Chanique?
Certainly do.
Go ahead.
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Did he really? Did it?
Zach,
No,
did
I
it?
have a good one.
Yes. What's your question?
What skincare do you use?
Coles brand.
Yeah, okay.
And that's about it.
She's a natural beauty.
Makeup does a lot.
What skincare do you use?
I shop at Mecca. I use, I think it's called Skin.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Neutrogena.
And Neutrogena.
Zach, would you rather have a vagina on your forehead or a penis?
Vagina.
That's so disgusting.
What, 'cause
Hashtag
it'd
me
be-
too.
What, because it'll be wet and dripping on your face?
Oh wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've covered everything that we need to cover here. Zach has shown himself to be quite the gentleman. He's answered these questions quite honestly. And
Very
I think, Chanique, I guess the question comes down to you.
Ooh.
Would you go on a date with Zac Wild?
Honestly, you willing to skydive?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Are we going skydiving?
I'll pay for it.
Oh, I thought you had it organised right now.
I'm just spitballing.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, we're going to see Zac and Chanique's first date skydiving. It's going to be fantastic. So make sure you subscribe, hit like, and make sure you stick around for that because that's going to be fucking hilarious. Zac Wild, you're still a filthy animal. Chanique, what's your Instagram again?
Chanique G.
Chanique G. Go and follow it. What camera am I fucking? There's 3 cameras next to me. Go and follow her. Zac's Instagram, just go to mine. That'll do. Be a good motherfucker. Peace the Middle East. Me dick stinks. And I'll see you all very soon. Toodaloo, au revoir. Bye.